Yo, what is up guys, Ghost here, and today we're taking a look at some of the data mining that's been going on for Battlefield 2042 with the technical playtest build that is currently available for a few select players. But before we do that, take a look at this.
Remember, this is bigger than us.
So pretty nice to actually finally get a look at what Irish looks like in combat. And the first shot there, you can see he's using his deployable cover and he's equipped with an M5A3 assault rifle for the US team. And in the second shot, he's actually got the AK-24, one of the Russian assault rifles. And it looks like he's throwing down the APS-36, which is basically the APS gadget that he has that will shoot down explosive projectiles. This is also the first little tease of the new map Renewal. I mean, I'm almost certain that this is Renewal. You can see that they're on some sort of a farm here. This must be it, right? What do you guys think? Now, directly after that one, Dice threw up this little tease here showing off Irish's battle-hardened skin, the legendary skin that you can get if you pre-order the game. He doesn't look like a clown yet, so I think we're safe with skins so far. Okay, moving on to the data mining. So you guys might be familiar with a guy on Twitter by the name of Temporyal. He is the famed Battlefield data miner, and it looks like he has gotten his hand on the build because he's been putting out a bunch of stuff on Twitter. So apparently he has already found some Battlefield 2042 files that contain a section for Season 1 content, so potentially Season 1 of the live service that we are going to be able to choose to purchase or not. One of the things included in the live service is free maps, and according to him, the code for the new map in Season 1 is Ridge. Now that could be the name of the actual map, it's most likely just a placeholder name, and he does say that no further details are really available except for some cloud shadows and some storm references, but as he says, this kind of weather surely won't surprise anybody given that it is Battlefield 2042 after all. He's also found some references to weapons that sound like they could be battle pickups in 2042, so there's been no talk of battle pickups, but these things have featured in previous Battlefield games, and it could be that they are making a return in 2042 as well. The three weapons are the M32A1 Milcore MGL, or the grenade launcher, the M134A2 Vulcan, which obviously, as you guys can see, is a minigun, so that sounds kind of like the Juggernaut style thing from Call of Duty. And then finally the Barrett XM109, which is, as you guys can see, very similar to the battle pickup sniper rifle that you can get in Battlefield 4. Now, in addition to all of that, he's also data mined a bunch of weapons that are going to be available in 2042, at least according to him, and he says here is a list of 22 weapons based on analyzing client data in 2042. Now, the actual in-game designations will be more futuristic, as you guys know probably by now. Like, for example, the AK-12 is in the game, but it's called the AK-24. All of the weapons and vehicles in 2042 have sort of slightly made-up make-believe names, but based on their real-life counterparts. So he's got these listed, though, by their real-life names here, and not the actual in-game names. So for SMGs, we have the PP-19 Bison, the MP-9, and then the Chris Vector and the SMG-45 that we've of course already seen in the leaked gameplay. And then for assault rifles, we have the AK-12 Scar MK17, the MCX Spear, which is already in the gameplay as well. Next up for DMRs, we have the Keltec CMR-30, and some people have pointed out, how can this be a DMR, because it isn't. Well, for whatever reason, it is listed under the DMR category within the game files. That doesn't necessarily mean that it will be a DMR, so take this with a pinch of salt. And then the Shukovin SVCH and the DDM4, which I believe in the game is called the DM7. Next for the LMGs, we have the MGA SAW K, the PKP Pesheneg, and the KAC LWAMG. For shotguns, we have the Cry 612, the Saiga 12, and the Remington 870 MCS. For bolt-action sniper rifles, we have the TTS Exceed, the NTW20, the DSR-1, and the TRG M10. And finally here, a couple of random ones. We actually have a lever action rifle here, the Marlin 4570. That's an interesting category of weapon to include in such a futuristic game, but maybe that's going to be some kind of an Easter egg, or I don't know, a season pass unlockable. Who knows? I guess we'll find out if that one comes to fruition or not. And then there's also a Cobra R9 crossbow. Now do bear in mind that whilst these guns have been found in the files, that does not necessarily guarantee that they're going to be in the game. A lot of the time they leave things in the files that don't actually make it into the game. Maybe it was something that DICE were playing around with or toying with at a time, and it just still happens to be in the files for this particular build. But I'm pretty sure at least some of these weapons are definitely going to be in the final game. That's all for today, guys. Take care of yourselves, have a good one, and I'll see you in the next video. Cheers.